Everyone get gas. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Welcome back to Viper Sport.
What's up guys, Fuad here, back on Viper Sport with another video, back in the building. Today's video is a very exciting one, a bit of a history lesson for you guys today. We're going to be talking about the one and only Leeds United, who have been promoted from the Championship. They've had a weird run in the Championship. They always get up there in the table, but then they can never get through in the playoffs, and they can never get to the Premier League for the last I don't know how many years. But they're back, and it's caused a lot of people to talk already, because this team have history. They have strong history, many rivalries, and there's so much to talk about on this side. So we're going to give you a bit of insight about their honours, their rivalries, and their manager. Everything you need to know about Leeds United, who will be competing in the Premier League. I personally am very excited as well, just from knowing these facts and knowing how much Leeds have influence in the Division 1, as it was called back in the day. All the rivalries and everything that they're sort of known for. They are a big club, so I'm really excited to have another big club in the Premier League. So let's talk about some of the basics. Leeds United were formed in 1904 and they became a professional side in 1920. Their ground, Elland Road, is a classic British stadium. It holds up to like 40,000 fans, and their fans are very, very passionate. We've done a fan cam before. Go check that out, and it was a big game that day against Derby. Their fans are very passionate. They show up in their numbers always, so you can expect to hear loud atmospheres at Elland Road should we get back to fans back in stadiums soon. Let's talk a little bit about their honours and what they've won in their history. They've got plenty of honours to show off. They've actually won the first division, which is now called the Premier League, 3 times. They won the last league title in 91-92 before it was formed into the Premier League. They won the Championship 4 times, including this season. They've won the FA Cup once, the EFL Cup once. They even came second place for the European trophy known as the Champions League in the 94-95 season. They were runners-up for the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. So plenty of history, as we can see, that this team holds, and they were clearly a big side back in the day. Now, rivalries, these men have got beef with everyone, literally. First and foremost, let's talk about their local rivals. Sheffield United are obviously in the Premier League, and that's been a big rivalry for many years. Sheffield Leeds, even when they played each other in the Championship, United versus Leeds, or even Wednesday versus Leeds, it's always a big game. So now in the Premier League, Sheffield United versus Leeds United is gonna be a big game, local derby. The other one is the rivalry with Manchester United. Now this one's a huge rivalry because it's Yorkshire versus Lancashire. It's called the Pennines Derby. The rivalry goes way back before football. It actually originates from the War of the Roses in the 15th century, and with all that history, it went into football, and Leeds versus Manchester is always a big game. Another huge rivalry is with my club, Chelsea. Now, as a fan, I'm pretty young, so I never really experienced this rivalry between the two clubs. But this rivalry actually formed in 1960 after many hard-fought and intense battles between the clubs, as both clubs were frequently involved in a pursuit of a trophy, and the 1970 FA Cup final between the two was regarded as the most physical match in English football history. Also, they've got a bit of a rivalry with Frank Lampard after his time at Derby County, so that rivalry is going to be very intense going into next season, I'm sure. Let's talk a bit about their manager. Now, you might not know who Marcelo Bielsa is, but you should know, and you will get to know through the next season. This man is a maniac genius of a manager. We're going to read some stuff about what world-class managers have said about him, but just to take one main thing, there was huge rumours that Bielsa sent spies to Derby County's training ground to find out tactics before the game so he can attack that. That's one thing apparently he focuses on so much, to dissect the team he's playing against so he can get any sort of victory over them pre-game. I think he once said something along the lines of, if football players were not human, I'd be undefeated. This man is confident. Here are some words that some world-class managers have said. This is what Pep Guardiola said. He said, my admiration for Marcelo Bielsa is huge. For me, he's the best coach in the world. Now, coming from Pep, who a lot of people regard as the best coach in the world, for him to say that, you know that's a big statement. Pochettino said, he's one of the best managers in the world, and he's like my father. Mateusz Klich said, playing in a Bielsa side is a bit like being in the military. It's tactics, and fitness. Honestly, this might be his biggest break in the Premier League, and what he does with Leeds in the next season to become the world-renowned manager where even casual fans know who he is. I'm really excited. I think Leeds are going to be a bit like how Sheffield United approached this season. Really have an amazing season and possibly finish at the top end of the table. I hope this video explained a few things about Leeds United. Leeds fans, I hope you're happy I did this video because I got requested a few times. But there you go, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow us on our socials, and I'll catch you in the next one.